is it is your host Charles Becco, y'all. I want to welcome everybody here today. I want to thank you so much for joining us. Today is the stock market recap. I'm your host Charles Becco, and to the left of me is Sabrina. Sabrina, please introduce yourself to the crowd.
Hi guys, how is everybody? Welcome to Stock Market Recap in the Day Trading Degens Room. My name is Sabrina. I work for Merrill Lynch. I've been working in the investment banking industry for about 10 years now. I buy, sell, trade, hold crypto, equities, and real estate. Happy New Year, everyone. I haven't been in this room since last year. I took some time off. I needed to just kind of chill out and take some time for myself. But welcome back. Let's get this money.
Absolutely. So, Sabrina, if you will, right? Because I really haven't been keeping up with crypto. Stock has been kind of like keeping both hands full here. What's going on with the crypto, right? I mean, I could look at it from the chart perspective, but from your perspective, what is going on with crypto right now?
So crypto is on a pullback, similar to the stock market. It's been pulling back since last year. Everyone in the crypto, or who's hardcore in the crypto arena, and if you guys are in any of the crypto rooms in Clubhouse that are worth anything, they will have already told you, based on the charts, that crypto is dipping and crypto is going to continue to dip. So if you have some spare change around, now is a good time to go and buy that Mana, that Crow, that Soul, that I can go through a whole list of them that I own. Now's a good time. But don't throw in the whole bag in one purchase because it's not done yet. If you look at Bitcoin, Charles, if you want to pull up the Bitcoin chart, I'm pretty sure you're going to agree with me that it's going to continue to pull back a little bit more. But once it turns around, guys, that's it. It's a wrap. It's over.
All right. Pretty cool. Thank you so much, Sabrina, for that analysis. And so, when we last looked at Bitcoin, right, there were two ways to look at it. There was a bearish case, and there was also a bullish one. And so, I guess since you ended on that, right, we can just take a quick peek at Bitcoin here. Down 3%. I think we were down as much as 6%. At one point today, we touched 40,000, and then we got somewhat of a bounce. I do want to look at the 4-hour chart here. Give me 1 second while I just kind of fix my screen a little bit. Okay.
Sorry, Charles, 1 sec. Hey, guys. So if you want to look at the charts and you want to see what Charles is referencing, jump on that link right above my head. Jump on the tube, and you can see exactly what Charles is looking at. It'll be beneficial. It's always good to look at the charts and understand the technicalities behind it. So anyway, back to you, Charles.
Oh, thank you so very much, Sabrina. And so so we got a pretty solid, support level here at 40,000 on Bitcoin. And so on the daily time frame, it looks like we're printing out some kind of a hammer. You see these lines here, those are wicks, right? These are you can say bullish wicks where buyers are stepping in here at this demand level at 40,000. And so you do get some kind of temporary reprieve, right? But overall, the issue with Bitcoin is going to be this weekly time frame, right? Again, you had this weekly MACD cross a few weeks ago. Then you have the 8 passing under the 21, which is a kind of a bearish cross here. So even if you were to get kind of a bounce here on Bitcoin, maybe a retracement play to about 45,000, 43, or even if you somehow were able to get to 48 or 49, this cross up here is going to be some upwards resistance with Bitcoin, right? And so I know, people are talking about, well, hey, what about this crypto? What about that crypto? What about this crypto? What about that crypto? Right? Forget that. Pretty much, if Bitcoin goes, the rest of these guys are going. In my opinion, no crypto has kind of reached the point where it's just not affected by the overall market, right? Bitcoin is still the big dog, and all the altcoins are the little dogs, So, don't get too granular with it. It's not rocket science. Okay, if there's times when Bitcoin may go up, and when it cools off, right, then the altcoins light up. But generally speaking, if Bitcoin is getting killed, the altcoins and including Ethereum is going with it. And so just watch out there with crypto. The name of this room, is it time to buy the dip? Not yet for Bitcoin. Go ahead, Sabrina.
I will say that if you guys are looking at Mana is one of the only coins right now that is not taking a brutal hit. And that is probably because virtual reality is upon us. I've been talking about this for months now. If you follow me on my Instagram, I post about it all the time. I talk about crypto all the time. So yeah, if you're looking at coins that are in the metaverse or virtual reality or any of these new atmospheres that we're going to be entering into this year, if you haven't already entered, those coins are kind of holding on, but the rest of them are definitely taking hard hits. So I would, if you're interested in buying crypto, now is a very, very good time to get you some coins.
Yep. Thank you. So you guys check out Mana on the different crypto websites. Now, Sabrina, where do you buy your coins? Because I know people have trouble. In New York, there's lots of regulations, and I think you're in Florida, right? And so, who's your favorite crypto broker right now, Sabrina?
Man, one of the reasons I left New York was because of crypto. Like, that was a serious motivating factor for me because I couldn't buy the crypto that I want. However, I use Coinbase, I use Trust Wallet, I use Coinbase Wallet. I want to use Binance, but I don't. I haven't yet. And there's one other piece of advice I'd like to give you. If you do hold a lot of crypto and or NFTs and or any of these new virtual types of coins and art and things that you can buy, please either have a separate device for them or get a hard wallet and put your stuff on the hard wallet. I posted to my Instagram the other day, this guy that owns a bunch of the 8 NFTs got hacked and they were all stolen. OpenSea froze them and was able to return some of them to him before all of them were purchased, and some of the people who purchased them gave them back. But still, this is a very risky space. It's not like buying stuff in a bank account or a stock account where it's all behind firewalls and it's all protected and FDIC insured. Your stocks are not FDIC insured, but your savings account will be. There's none of that. So if you own a significant amount of crypto and you're not trading on a day-to-day basis to make money every single day, I strongly suggest that you do it on a separate device that you don't carry around every day so you can't lose it, or you get a hard wallet, or you move it off into a wallet, again, into a separate device.
All right. Pretty cool. And I do want to give a little bit of a twist to the tickers that we're going to break down today. What I'd actually like to see, right, from the audience, actually, if you're going to send us tickers of things you believe is a dip buy right now, okay? The things that you believe is a dip buy right now, send it to us. We'll take a look at it, and we'll see if I'll see if I like it or not. And Sabrina will definitely let you know if she likes it or not, okay? I did see AMC and GME in there. I see some more tickers coming in. And so, Sabrina, could you give us a quick reset before we get to the next half of the show?
Sure. Welcome to today's Trading Degens, guys, with your host, Charles Becco, and myself, Sabrina Persaud. We're going to do a stock market recap. So today what we would like, usually we have you throw us your tickers that you want us to break down. However, today we're going to do it a little bit differently. Hit us up with your tickers that you think are a good dip buy for the audience. Let's share the knowledge. Let's get everybody rich. Throw us your tickers. Hit me up on the paper airplane. Throw them in the group chat on the YouTube. If you're not in the YouTube, please jump on the YouTube. There's only 10 people on the YouTube right now. We're breaking down your ticker. If you are sending us a ticker, please get on the YouTube. Over to you, Charles.
All right. I do see a couple here. I see FCX. I see AMC. And I also see PLTR and Vail. All right, so
let's add Square to that list.
And add Square. I'm gonna let y'all know right now. I know exactly what I'm doing with Square, and I will say this, okay? I know again, Square keeps coming down. I know. So there is on the weekly time frame. Oh, let me just make sure you guys can see me on the YouTube there. Okay, great. And thank you so much, Sabrina, for that reset. Okay. So on the weekly time frame, right? We're down here, right? We're at the it's not the 200 simple. This is the 200 exponential moving average, right? We're right at the 200 weekly for Square. So for me, whether you look at the exponential or whether you look at the simple, I believe the simple is down here at like 133, 130-ish. The exponential is over here at 140. I'm letting y'all know, I just been buying the dip on Square. I'm buying some longer dated positions here on Square. Okay. I'm holding at and through earnings. Okay. I've got a longer time horizon here on Square, so I'm buying here. If you guys remember, right, Sabrina, you and I were going back and forth about Baba, right? And so, I'm not, saying this, to make fun or poke fun, right? But you've seen that, Baba did find some support, somewhere around the 115, 118 area, and it did start to bounce. In fact, one of the biggest members of our community, right, Chico Algo, those guys, they came out with their buy alert on Baba, right? And, well, let me look at the daily time frame here. There's the weekly over here. It's been bouncing pretty handedly, right?
Listen, we all can't like the same stuff all the time.
You're right. Again, I'm just pointing it out that when people are generally speaking, right, when people are generally saying, hey, this, and it looks like all hope is lost, this one looks like hell. It is sometimes a good idea to start just nibbling at some pieces, right? Not necessarily going full tilt and buying daily or weekly options on a thing, right? But I absolutely positively am nibbling at Square down here, Sabrina. I've been buying a dip all week. I'm letting everybody know that right now.
I'm loading up on Square, guys.
I'm buying a dip, guys. We're right here at this weekly 200. Okay, this is the first time we're touching the weekly 200 in, my goodness, since the pandemic, right? We have not touched the weekly 200 since the pandemic, right? And when I mean the pandemic, I'm talking about March of 2020. So yeah, this is a nice pullback here, team. I'm buying. I'm looking for a bounce. I'll just say first price target for me, 177. Second price target 200, and then 229 on Square. Again, longer term time horizon. This is not financial advice. Assume anything that you hear today will get you collapsed, right? And so just be very careful with that, right? So if again, Sabrina here wanted to see Square, absolutely buying a dip on Square here. Okay, I did see PLTR. I believe that's for my man Kisco. What's up, Kisco? Again, PLTR, right? Weekly 200. Okay, hey, we buying a dip on PLTR. Okay, I like some shares down here. Okay, on PLTR. I like the way that looks. Okay, say that again. Pop the molly. I'm sweating. Oh, that person.
That's a long-term hold, guys.
Woo!
The reason why I'm smiling is because it sounds ludicrous right now. But this company does a lot of secretive type of activities. So,
what's the what's the CEO's name or the founder? Is it Peter Thiel? Sabrina, I forgot his name. But that's supposed to be a bad man right there. All right. So yeah, so Palantir absolutely buying the dip. So my man Kendall said he's buying the dip on FCX, but man, this don't look like no dip. This look like a wink. This looks like a little hip bop. This is like you stubbed your toe real quick. This ain't no dip. Hey, FCX looks good, right? And so just gonna drop a little sauce here for the community, right? With higher inflation, materials, industrials, we like the space with higher inflation, right? Which is, what we got right now. A lot of analysts are looking for tech to kind of get beaten up by, value names, right? This year. And so will it happen? I don't know. It's speculation, but with higher inflation, again, things like precious metals, iron, steel, again, just those hard resources, right? We like that. And so FCX, Freeport McMoran, I believe, copper and gold, right? So, yeah, we like that. I like this weekly setup. We got a weekly squeeze firing here. We got a weekly MACD cross. Kendall, I really like Freeport McMoran. Price target on Freeport McMoran is going to be all-time highs and then 48 and 50 on FCX Freeport McMoran. Okay, not quite the dip. If in fact, since you brought it up, Kendall, if we were to get a dip, right? See, we a nice little dip buy would be 39 or 38 here on FCX if you like it. Okay, so that's Freeport McMoran. Next up is so I'll do PayPal because I do see it here. So I do like the chart pattern on PayPal. It's in a phase one, right? So let's go through the market phases, right, team? We did the class, okay? Let's go over here, right, on the daily time frame, right? It looks a little better on the weekly, right? So where we are, right over here, right? Clearly a phase two, right? And then this is kind of like a phase three, definitely a phase four, and we're in a phase one, right? So you can see on the weekly time frame, we're pretty much in a tight range, right? Between 179, 195 on PayPal. It's in a phase one market phase, right? And so you're looking for that breakout, right? So I can't really say right now is the best time to buy the dip. To me, if you could buy it closer to 177, 178, I mean, I do like the trading in the channels, right? But yeah, PayPal for me, you could buy the dip for like a scalp, right? That's how I would play this. If I was getting into PayPal, so yeah. PayPal looks pretty okay here, but give it some time. Just be a little bit patient and let's see what happens with it. Somebody wants to look at Amazon, right? So let's take a look at Amazon. I see somebody that we new person to the channel. Oh wow, hold on. What is going on here? I can't type. Is it me or is it my keyboard's lagging? No, my keyboard was lagging. Okay. Yeah, okay, I see what this person is looking at here, right? And so for me, if Amazon could fade back even another $50, right? It'll be nice to catch Amazon right down here at the bottom of this channel. Right now it's very choppy, to me Amazon, it has a lot of upwards resistance, right? You're gonna have levels here at 3300, 33.5, 34, 34.5, 35, 30. Like, I mean, there's just a lot of foot traffic up there. And so, is this the best time to buy Amazon? I say it looks pretty good to start nibbling at a position. But if we could actually pull back some more, right to 31.7, right at the very bottom of the channel, that's the place that I would look to potentially go long on Amazon, right? So if you like it, sure, you can start nibbling. Right now, the dip buy, yeah, you can start nibbling on Amazon, okay? But again, you got to watch out, right? Because a lot of the tech names have been pulling back, so just be very careful. I would look at the Qs and I would time my dip buy based on what I see in the Qs if I were you. Next up on the list is TSM. I actually did buy the dip today, okay? Full disclosure, we are holding some positions of TSM that we opened today. Okay, I like the pattern here. I like the fact that we kind of came up and down off of this channel here. We're sitting right on top of the channel. We're not quite at the 21. We did get some kind of a bounce, and then we kind of faded towards the end of the day, right, which was unfortunate to see, right? But I'm looking for TSM to kind of bounce back up. I think TSM has earnings next week, and so assuming, next week we get some kind of bounce, I think TSM earnings is on Thursday. I think I'm going to be holding the things I added today through earnings to see what we got. I do see DraftKings, so I think John Reynolds, you brought this up here. John, the dip buy came in actually yesterday, right? And so let me just kind of pause the screen right here real quick. This is a fantastic opportunity to go to the video that we published just yesterday, right? And so if you were not already subscribed to the YouTube, you totally missed out. As a matter of fact, Sabrina, could you just, lightly yell or grab these folks' arms and let them know to just subscribe to the YouTube? Because literally, they missed it. They totally missed it.
All right, guys. So we went from 10 to 12. So 2 more people hopped on the YouTube. So listen, guys, the YouTube's here for replays. We don't have, usually we don't have replays of the room on, but the YouTube's always out there. You can go back in time. You can see what we've talked about in the past. Charles was just talking about DraftKings. DraftKings dropped some major news for that industry. Is that what we talked about it before, right? Like New York was thinking about letting them let sports betting, internet-based sports betting, be legal in the state of New York. It is now legal in the state of New York. That is major for DraftKings, as they were one of the competitors vying for that position, and they were picked. So this is major news for DraftKings. We always have the news here. We have the latest and greatest. Hop on the YouTube and or subscribe to the channel, please.
All right. And thank you so much for that, Sabrina. And so I did put the video here up on screen so you can see it. The title of the video is 2 reversal stocks that are ready to explode, right? And so on this list, okay, we had DraftKings up there, okay? We had DraftKings, you can see that. We went through it. We had the news where New York said that they would allow for sports betting, online sports betting via your phone, right? DraftKings was on that list. DraftKings popped up this morning, 7%, okay? So I want y'all to follow what happened here, okay? Last night, yesterday, the news came out, okay? There wasn't that much of an initial reaction because I believe it came out in early in the morning or sometime during the day, and I don't think people, especially people who gamble and all that, the Wall Street bets people, all right, yada yada yada, they're probably all at work, right? So the news came out and it kind of circulated online after hours, and then this morning we woke up and kaboom, right? DraftKings popped up like 7, almost 8% this morning, right? It had since pulled back a little bit, but it did come down. The next ticker on that list also was Beyond Meat, okay? Beyond Meat up 14% yesterday, right? And so off of that news with Beyond Meat as well, we did put out that dip buy alert that, hey, Beyond Meat was that dip buy, and Beyond Meat as well popped 7% today before the pullback, right? So if you look at, again, Baba, we were talking about dip buying that, weeks ago. We were talking about DraftKings. We just put out that sauce yesterday, okay? We did not get a chance to do a video on Wednesday, and so I felt kind of bad. I said, let me do something that I think could help out the community. We dropped the video. We put it in several of the Discord chats. If you're not part of any of the Discord chats, you got to hit us up on the back end to get on the Discord. If you were not following myself or Sabrina, right, you might have missed out as well. So there's several opportunities for you guys to get this information, right? DraftKings was one of the biggest winners today, along with Beyond Meat and Baba, right? And again, these are all tickers that we were talking about on the show, things that we created content specifically for you guys to benefit from. So again, if you're not following, if you're not subscribed, you're going to miss out on some of these good plays, okay? So yeah, DraftKings, absolutely a dip buy. Again, nice move today. Was able to weather the storm. It's actually in a fresh long setup as of today. right? So even if you missed the news yesterday, you could have got into some play. You could have gotten into some DraftKings today, okay? If you knew what the setup was, and if you don't, again, holler at us, Brooklyn Traders, BrooklynTraders.net, and we'll help you out with that, okay? I'm gonna do one more ticker, and then we're gonna do a quick reset. So I think I got those two. I see ENZC, right? So let's look at ENZC, and then we'll do a quick reset. Man, it's been a long time since Sabrina, I think I scared them away with the penny stocks. I think I scared everybody to death with the penny stocks, right? So somebody was brave enough to send me one.
I just had a whole discussion with somebody today about penny stocks. Like, you guys can't waste your time with these kind of positions, really. You're going to end up losing your money.
Right. I mean, and again, right? So I will say this, right? Can a penny stock change your life? Yes, it can. I mean, could $500 turn into $30,000? Yes, it can. Right. However, Okay. There are hundreds of people I know. Hundreds, right? Hundreds. I've got 5,000 friends on Facebook. Okay, it's not a brag, right? I know so many people in the East Coast, West Coast, Midwest, all that, down south, the Caribbean, overseas, Africa, Europe, right? I know so many people who has lost their assets, okay, messing with penny stocks, right? Out of all those people, it'd be like a handful who oh yeah, I turned $300 into 30 or 40,000, right? So again, there are hundreds of losers, a handful of winners. Okay, it's like Squid Games. Okay, what's that? What's that thing they call us, Charlene? Ba-da-da-da-da. Right, turn around, bang, right? Just start shooting everybody. You want to get shot by the stock market, throw your money at these penny stocks. But, okay, I'm going to help y'all out, right? Okay, what are we looking for when it comes to these penny stocks, right? If you look at ENZC, I do see something that I do like, okay? I did have to put out the disclosure, but I do see something that I like. I like the fact that we're having volume, right? So we are relatively getting some more volume. This has been a huge volume week here, but I don't know. You need to see the follow through on the weekly time frame. You do see a MACD cross on the weekly time frame, but again, penny stocks, they play by a different set of rules, man. You've got stock manipulators, you got pumpers, you got influencers, you have lawyers, you have backdoor deals, you have people being paid off behind the scenes. Like, there's so much going on with penny stocks that you guys have no idea about. You know what I mean? Like, there's certain the companies that are being represented by the stocks, right? Like, the company could be in debt up to its eyeballs, right? And you could loan, one of these companies like, hey, I'll give you a $5,000 loan. You'd be like, okay, sure, here, I'll give you 1 million shares, right? The whole deal could be totally lopsided, but, a lot of these penny stocks, they dilute the heck out of their shareholders, right? That's why sometimes, no matter what happens, really the stock can't go anywhere because of the dilution. I have no idea about what's going on with ENZC, but I do like the fact that a few days ago, we had a huge volume day in an attempt to a high today that got stuff probably because of the market, right? And so, I guess if you like ENZC, shoot. I mean, I guess I would feel really good, if it could hold above 13 cents, or generally speaking, even if it could just hold between 13 and 11, I guess, if you like it, right? But again, there's just so many different ways that you could just use your money. One part of the dip buy list, right? And honestly, we didn't publish this one, but this was in the private group with the traders here. Tiva, right? Tiva has not stopped from our dip buy here around 8 coming into the new year, and every single day it's been green, right? And so, to me, if you like a penny stock, look at Tiva here, right? This is a legit pharmaceutical company that got hammered, right? If you like penny stocks, throw your money at this, buy some shares of this instead, right? Again, I don't like to just poo-poo on a play without giving you an alternative, right? So to me,
I mean, if you want to throw some money at a penny stock, why not go and get some sundial?
S&D up.
Like, we know that weed is going to blow up eventually. We know that for a fact. It wasn't a penny stock before, but it's definitely a penny stock right now, but it has way more potential than these guys. Come on.
Hey, Sabrina, you ain't lying. And what's so crazy about Sundial, right? We actually took a look at the books, and believe it or not, Sabrina, would you believe, right? So he's not here, but we had Ken Blanks Harrel, okay? It was myself and Ken Blanks Harrel. We sat down
Did I miss that room?
No. This is private between me and the brother.
Okay.
Yeah, it was me and Ken Blanks Harrel, and we took the time, and we found out that the books on the weed stocks were better than the books of the EV companies. Could you believe that?
Yes. It's just a matter of time. EV is on everyone's radar right now, so everyone's talking about EV. Let me buy them all. Everybody forgot about the wheat stocks. The wheat stocks will pop in 2020. The wheat stocks are going to be the future. It's just a matter of time. People just need to hold on, and if you don't own some of them, like Bianca asked if she should get some Tilray. I said, yes, girl, throw that shoe money on some Tilray. Now is the time.
Hey, Sabrina, you know I've been buying Tilray. Every little piece of ducats I get through the door, I throw some Tilray. Literally, I'm just always buying. I'm hoarding it.
I know.
Okay. Also, actually, now that we're on the subject of EVs, and so I'm gonna have to pause the list for a second. What's up with Lucid, man? Sabrina, what is going on with Lucid? Lucid just popped up out of nowhere, up 11-12% today. I was trying to look for some news. I didn't see anything. What's going on with Lucid, Sabrina?
Lucid is going to be the car of the year. It's just a matter of time. Lucid is definitely... So Rivian, I don't know if you guys saw my post on my Instagram, but Rivian got hammered, right? There was a new deal with, I forgot the other car company that Amazon went with for their cloud services. Rivian was going to be the number one player for that, right? Everyone was shocked. Oh my God, Rivian was way overvalued. Now it's coming down. It might even pull back even more to the IPO price and or lower, which was like 75, 73. If it goes below 75, I'm going to buy some Rivian. Why have I not bought it yet? Because it's overvalued, way overvalued. I told everybody, don't buy Rivian. Some people didn't listen to me, and now they have to average down. They told me that I was going to have to average up. I said, nah, bro, you're going to have to average down. So now that Rivian's taking a big hit, what does that mean? That means Lucid is back. Lucid is, never really went anywhere. But Lucid is definitely a Tesla competitor.
Yeah, every single time you think Lucid is out or down for the count, it just surprises you. And man, oh man, it looks so good. Woo! Look at this week. The weekly chart is very bullish, by the way. You had an attempt to get a MACD cross to the downside. Lucid said, right? Now you got a MACD cross to the upside on the daily. You got a high compression squeeze on the daily time frame, low compression on the 2-day. You have the 8 crossing over the 21 as of today. Nice cup and handle break with volume. Yeah. Lucid looks like it's going to have a good and a possibly great week next week. Let's see if we can hit the price target of 45 and then 50 on Lucid. Sabrina, what's up?
I told everybody to buy Lucid in the 20s. I was talking about Lucid before the merger when it was CCIV. I've been talking. I mean, you guys who are in this room that come in the room all the time know. You guys in the Discord know that I've been talking about Lucid. Lucid is a player that has the potential to be in the hundreds.
I believe it.
Not this little measly 38, 31, 40 maybe. No. Way more.
Yo, isn't it funny that people don't even talk about Lee and Xpeng and Neo like that no more? Like, they don't even... Like, it's not even brought up in the conversation anymore.
I mean, LI isn't doing too bad, and Neo, I already told you guys, I let my Neo stock go because I can't be sure what China's gonna do. I can't be sure about it. I can't.
Right. All right. So that is Neo. Next up is Hood. Robin Hood. All right. So Robin Hood here. It's almost ready. I like this huge wick here, but I don't like that huge wick there, right? So you got bearish and bullish wicks going both ways. I think it's almost ready for me, right? If you are long-term bullish Robinhood, and I am, right here is a nice little place to start nibbling at some shares. What does that mean? Does that mean, hey, Charles, I'm going to buy 200 contracts, $18 out of the money for next week expiry? No. It means, right, hey, you want to buy you some shares that you could hopefully, right, look back on 5 years from now and say, hey, you know what? That was a good little investment, okay? Again, Hood, right? It's, let me see, what is I don't want to get too granular with it, right? But I believe the float is actually not too big. My only concern with Palantir, and I forgot to mention it, Sabrina, is that Palantir's float was ginormous. I think, from what I remember, Palantir's float was something like a million or something, right? Wasn't it? It was like something huge. Now I have to go down the rabbit hole a little bit. Hold on. Let me go to FinViz real quick. Let's go to Palantir and see what the float is, because I know I'm not crazy. See what the float is here on Palantir. Man, yo, it is 1.96 billion shares. The float is just huge, right? So $400, perhaps. Okay, huge float. Let's look at Hood for comparison here. The float on Hood is $500 million, which isn't too much better, but it is. I guess it is better. Here's what I love about Hood, right? Look at the institutional ownership. Sabrina, check this out on Robinhood here. 68% of Robinhood shares are held by institutions. Okay, so yeah, I like Robinhood long term. I do like the dip buy idea down here. So yeah, go ahead, Sabrina.
Yeah, well, we know that he's well connected, and look at all the outages, right? Remember the GameStop stuff, the AMC stuff, all the meme stuff, right? That's the old boys network right there. We know that.
Yep. So I like these ideas, team. I like these tickers. Sometimes I'm a little disappointed by some of the community picks, but yeah, I like some of these tickers here. And okay, so I've got my man Suzuki. Suzuki, I guess he's giving us a shout out for back. Again, we said we like the banks as well. So yeah, Bank of America just rocked out, man. Again, so think about it, right? What's happening? Tech is selling off, right? Banks are going up, right? What's going on? Interest rates, okay? Rising interest rates. Look at look at TNX here. Okay. We just made I think there's a whoa. This is hold on. The interest rate hasn't been this high since January, right? So this is like a multi-year high here, 1.7. Okay, so the interest rates, actually hit 1.8 today. Wow. Okay. Yeah, there you go. That's your tech sell-off right there, right? Interest rates go up. That's going to be very good for the banks, right? So Bank of America, rocking. XLF, rocking. Okay? Look at XLF here. Okay? Rocking. Look at that. We almost got a MACD cross, squeezes. Hey, well, Sabrina already knows. Sabrina, you already knows. She put in the chat that banks are going to be banking. So, yeah. So, guys, if you are looking for some safety, if you're looking for a safe place to call home, again, look at XLF. Look at Bank of America, right? My favorite out of XLF. Sabrina, anything to contribute? There you go. Sabrina, you getting them shares? You converting those? You converting those shares?
Take part of, man. A significant part of my compensation is Bank of America stock.
I'm telling y'all. Hey, you know how what's the only way y'all's gonna get me off of here? Okay, if for some reason you could get me a remote job at Uber, and Uber was like, "Yeah, Charles, we'll pay you in like 75% shares," I may consider that. I may consider I may have to wrap it up. Like, literally, what you said, Uber, 75% of my compensation is shares. Okay, cool. How could I get more Uber?
That means that you'll be barely able to pay your rent in New York.
I'm telling y'all, one day you're gonna turn around and be like, yeah, you're probably, like an original share of Microsoft is worth like 6 figures, right? Like it's just insane. Like, could you imagine like a Uber-esque company or even Facebook like 20 years from now? Like what? Like, I mean, you already see what Tesla's doing, right? Like, and I don't think Tesla's valuation is too crazy either, right? Could you imagine those Tesla shares just a few years ago was $200, right? An original Tesla share is worth like, what is Tesla today? I think we have to break Tesla down. Let me just.
It's over 1,000. I bought my Tesla shares at like $250.
Yeah, so an original Tesla share right now is worth about $5,000, right? So, yeah. All right. So, yeah, that looks good. Okay. Oh yeah. By the way, Tesla, right? We did have that on the list as well. Charlene, introduce yourself to the crowd.
Hey guys, I missed you guys. Welcome. I'm Charlene. I am restaurateur, true believer in life, and nugget, and newbie trader because I'm always learning something new. I hope everyone's doing well. Welcome to the Day Trading Weekend. What I missed so far?
What's up, girl? Happy New Year.
I didn't even.
Happy New Year, exactly.
I'm going to hit you up after the room.
For real.
Yes.
Happy New Year, Merry Christmas.
All of
Kwanzaa,
that.
all of
Virtual
that.
hug.
Oh, happy Independence. Happy Independence to the Zoes.
Oh, yes. Happy Independence to all my Haitians. Yes, it's been a whirlwind of a 2022. How about that?
And it's only 7 days in.
I was down for the count, guys. Rona or whoever it was, Omarion, whatever, finally got to me.
So it wasn't Little Fizz. It was definitely Omarion.
I don't know who it was, but they finally caught up to me. But I'm doing well. Just tired. Today's my first day back at work. I'm just now leaving. I miss you guys, though. What I missed today? How's the market been treating you?
I mean, I can't say in words what the market is here on the show, but hey, it's all good. But right now, Charlene, we're talking about things to dip by. Charlene, do you have a stock ticker or anything that you are looking to dip by right now?
Palantir.
Okay, yeah, we heard that. So let's look at Palantir one more time. And why do you like Palantir? Let them know.
Cause on the books, right? First of all, everything that they're working off is A1, right? They have so many government contracts. They got another one, I believe, last week. They are not broke. They have enough cash to do whatever they need to do, and then some. It's just, and they have that black swan mentality that I always go for. Like, they know something's going on in the market, and they've been preparing themselves as a company as a whole. And I just find it, I don't know why it keeps tanking. So that's okay. I'm going to stick it with
They did lose a couple contracts. That's why it's pulling back.
Yeah, but they did definitely gained some more contracts. The ones that matter, they got, for sure. So I'm happy about that. And like I said, they're not broke. They're still making money. They still have a lot of cash on hand, and they got gold.
And they're always making some top secret type of stuff.
They are going to be the next Microsoft. Mark my words.
And I mentioned earlier that an analyst has a $400 price target on them, Charlene, for the future.
See, look at that. I believe it. Like, if you guys, this is not financial advice, so do your due diligence and dig into Palantir and what they are and what they do. And that's where I'm at in the future. This is my long term. This is for me and my kids. These are my cushions. I didn't get to get Apple when it was around this price. I didn't get to get Microsoft. This is going to be my Apple and Microsoft. I'm not going to go gung-ho on Apple right here for a few pennies each share. You know, I want it where I really want it, which is right here. And then 10, 15 years, 20 years from now, I'm okay because I'll be staying lovely.
Let's go. Let's get that money.
So I'm looking at a 2-year leap, 2024 in Palantir. At the money is $500. At the money is $500.
There you go. There you go.
Think about putting on my Mark Monroe hat.
Like I said, Palantir is my baby. For at the moment, though, I think that this is a good time to just stay like dividend plays, stay safe at this moment. I don't know what the federal government is working on or what's going on, but I just feel like safe is where it's at the moment. So my little dividend plays, stuff that people tend to not pay attention to that don't move much is okay for me. I don't need a big hurrah. I just want to keep my coins.
All right. So I forgot one. So AMC, right? What's going on with it? I do want to support the apes. I do see some bullish divergence here in the daily time frame. And if you want to dip by AMC, hey, I guess relatively from being, as long as it's not all the way back here, right? Like back to 19, and we did go down and test that. As long as we got kind of are above that breakout level, I guess you could be angled bullish to it. But you see the wedge that we drew here, broke down out of the wedge, just down, right? I mean, there were two ways this was either going to go. It was either going to go up, either going to go down. It resolved to the downside, unfortunately, right? And so, if you're an ape, if you like it, right? Again, let's look at it from the weekly time frame on AMC. Again, you're testing the 200 weekly here, where it's 1947. And for me, if you like it, I would look to try to buy there. Okay, if you're long term with it, but that's what we see on AMC. Again, if you're long-term AMC, that may be a good place to do it. Let's look at GME for comparison. I know GME had some NFT news, right? Something about launching an NFT platform or something another like that. GME looking a little bit better. Still at the bottom of the range here, but just off of the bottom of the range right here at 123. We had a big move within the last 2 days, right? And so, team, it did give you a good dip buy opportunity here. And I would say that GME is in a long setup, right? So if you like it, hey, start nibbling at some shares. I would think about scalping it first before swinging it, quite frankly. But, yeah, that's GME. And let's get to what is going to be the last ticker of the evening, right? And that is Tesla. Again, this is another ticker, right, that just right when you think, right, it's done, Tesla surprises you, right? We had a hellacious bounce off of the 900 support level all the way to $1,200. I mean, like came down, closed the gap, and just, man, oh man. Tesla blew up a few accounts today on the short side, I'm sure. But can Tesla do it again, right? To me, as long as Tesla is over 1,000, over 900, and over 800, Tesla is always dangerous, right? And so the only thing that's kind of concerning here is that we're starting to get the whispers of a MACD crossdown on the daily time frame. And so, I would just watch out for that. But overall, Tesla's still a very bullish chart. Again, if Tesla's above 1,000, any day that is above 1,000, Tesla is very, 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 very super dangerous to short. And again, if you looked at what was working this week, right? What was working? The EVs were working. Ford was working, right? We talked about Ford, okay? We, had some buy alerts in the private Discord on Ford. Look at Ford. right? Ford is not. I mean, Ford broke out, and it's just going, right? It's going. Okay. So again, Ford, another play, GM, Tesla. We like this. This looks good. Okay, that looks good. Looks very good. All right. So team, Sabrina, Charlene, anything else before we wrap it up here?
No, I just want to say keep coming back, guys. We have new information in every single clubhouse room that we do. There's always something new. There's always some new stock that someone brings to us. So just keep coming back. Follow the room. Follow your mods on stage. Hit us up on Instagram. I mean, there's all kinds of way to get this information. And additionally, you know, whatever additional information that we have that we share daily. Be safe trading out there. It's choppy waters.
All right. So team, again, good week. Have a great weekend. Take care of yourselves. Don't forget to hug your kids. Work out. Be good human beings. And with that, team, it is the end of the week. This one's in the books. God bless. Again, y'all, if y'all need some help, BrooklynTraders.net. One of the baddest discords around. Hey, we were able to find some wins this week. We got some nice little wins this week. Okay, couple losers. Okay, but overall on the up and up. Ford was very good to us this week. X was very good to us this week. FCX was good. DraftKings, hey, we told y'all. We told the world. We didn't even keep that one to ourselves. DraftKings. Beyond Meat up and down. All right, y'all. Again, God bless. Have a good weekend.